What's up, dude? Just kidding. Why did I say that? Because today we're reacting to That Dude Can Cook, and that's how he begins his videos. Now, the last time I watched one of his videos, the dude had hair. So I haven't watched one of his videos in a while, but that's okay because I don't have hair either. So all good. That doesn't take away from his ability to cook some great food, right? I hope not. But anyway, today we're reacting to a video he put out a couple months ago called Throw Away Your Ramen Packets and Make This Instead. Now, I love ramen, particularly Shin ramen, like the when you get the packets. Like the regular ramen's good too, but Shin ramen, the real spicy one, whoa, let me tell you. If you don't feel good one day and you just grab a packet of those and you mix in an egg in there, yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel better. But anyway, without further ado, let's go react to That Dude Can Cook, Throw Away Your Ramen Packets, and Make This Instead.
What's up, dude? There's nothing inherently wrong with using a ramen packet, but trust me when I say I just know that you can do a whole lot better. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make a chili oil that might just change your life. I'll also be giving you the long version of this chili oil recipe, as well as the quick 5-minute version that's also really good in its own right. And as always, there is no time to waste. Now let's go!
Now, like I said, I haven't watched one of his videos in a while. He used to do this crazy thing at the end of his videos where he would like run and like flying elbow a refrigerator. Does he still do that? Let's see. Let's see if he still does that. Okay, we got a garlic clove. Whoa. Lots of ingredients here that look delightful.
Let's start with the long version, which is definitely my preferred way to go. It does require a little bit more time and a few more ingredients than the quick version, but trust me when I say it is totally worth it. Let's get straight into it. First things first, we need to do a little bit of prep. I got some green onions, some ginger, some shallots, and some garlic, which, by the way, I don't think that's even elephant garlic. That's absolutely ridiculous. Why is it so big? The recipe in the description will definitely say 4 garlic cloves because this is like 2 easily, maybe even 3.
No, let's do 4 of those big ones, please. That is 1 garlic clove in our house, no matter what the recipe says.
For the green onions, just take off that root end, and then we're just gonna slice them into chunks about yay big. Does not need to be perfect, so easy. Nice big piece of ginger next. I'm just gonna top and tail it, turn it on its side. And you can use a spoon to peel this, but sometimes I just like to do it with a knife as well.
Yeah, you know, I totally agree with him. Using a spoon is such a pain in the butt. Like, I don't know. I just use my knife. Just get a bigger piece. Ginger is really cheap, so just get a bigger piece and slice off the skin. No big deal.
Using a blunt piece of metal like a little spoon or butter knife, though, will do a great job of getting off the skin while leaving all the flesh. But sometimes it can be fun just to do a little bit of knife practice here to see how efficient you can do it just like that. From here, I'm just going to slice it into little planks. Once I get a few, I'll go ahead and turn those on their side. Slice through into matchsticks. Now I'll try to keep them going all the same way and turn again, like so. And we'll slice into little cubes, just like this. Again, does not need to be perfect. It's all right, just do your best.
Yeah, see how fast he's going? Like, it's not a race. Like he's clearly got a lot of practice on the board, and you don't necessarily have to go as fast as he's going. Just take your time. It's not a race.
That's all you can do. With this insane garlic, I'm just gonna take off the top and the bottom here, hold that peel down, and then pull the garlic back. From here, I can just kind of rip that skin off. If it doesn't come off, a lot of times I'll just go like this. And that does seem to help loosen it anyway. And from here, I'm just gonna blast out these little slices. Try to keep them as even as you can. You'll see why later. Something like this, gonna look really cool when the chili oil is done. You also don't really need to do this. You could absolutely just mince it up. I just thought it was gonna look nice this way, but again, it's not necessary. With the shallots, I'm gonna slice them.
Like I said before, your food does taste better when it looks better. It does, it does.
Directly in half. Take off that little bottom end right there. Peel it up. And since I'm gonna julienne these, I'll take out that little root end by making a V cut. And from here, starting at an angle, we're just gonna slice in. When we get a little more than halfway, flip it, same deal. The next step of this process is to toast up your whole spices. Starting with a cinnamon stick, Szechuan peppercorns.
Now, since he julienned it, he could also just have cut the root end off and then pulled out the middle portion, pressed it flat, and then just sliced it, and that'll give him a real uniform. That would look cool too.
Star anise, cloves. You can also add peppercorns in there if you like. I just like adding ground white pepper a little bit later in the recipe instead. I'm gonna turn the heat on to a touch under medium. We're just gonna let these toast up. The house is about to start smelling real good. Real weird, but good. When the time is up, kill the heat and let these chill out while we work with the chilies, which I ordered on Amazon. These ones are from China, and I'll definitely drop a link to them down in the description if you want to use the exact same ones I did. However, you can use any kind of chili flakes you like. This is definitely more authentic, but you could use Korean chili flakes, gochujang gochugaru, I think it's called. You could just use standard American red chili flakes. That'll work too, but more on that later. Here's what these ones look like. They look just like arbol chilies. Whew, they smell good. They smell potent. Can't wait to see how they do. One thing I love about getting food in these type of bags is that I have a chamber vacuum sealer here, so I can just reseal the exact same bag. And things stay fresh so much longer. It's actually so cool.
I need to get one of those. There are times, when I order my meats, I order in like mass bulk. Like I'll order like 40 pounds of chicken breast because I'll get an insane price when you order that much, and you save a ton of money when you buy bulk from your butcher. So, but the vacuum sealer that I've been using for a little over 3 years now, and it's a Nesco one where you put the folding thing down, and then you just push the button and it seals it up. It works really well. But one of these, I think I need to eventually invest in.
Cool to have one around. And I'm just gonna throw these into a spice grinder. You could use a blender for this, or a food processor as well, but since I have one of these, why not? All right, there we go. Now we have some beautiful red chili flakes. Let's give them a sniff. Woo! Oh, something really special about grinding those from whole. It's just so potent. It smells incredible. For the next step, you just want to take a large mason jar. I'm just using your standard ball. And into that jar, we're going to add our chili flakes, some toasted sesame seeds, salt, white pepper. Totally optional. Love it or hate it. MSG, just a little. Now, all those toasted spices.
Is there going to be MSG in this?
I don't mind getting these little pieces in there. Some may disagree, but I think it's fine. They're going to soften up. I'll give it a little shake. It already smells crazy. It's only gonna get a lot better from here. And last but not least, your green onion. You can use a variety of oils for this recipe. However, I do like to use avocado oil because of the fact that it has a high smoke point and it's also good for your body. If you don't have avocado oil, the next one I would recommend using is peanut oil. Having said that, you can use virtually any high heat, neutral cooking oil you want. Just don't use like olive oil, okay? I'll just dump that into a pot over medium-high heat.
Now, remember a few videos I reacted to it. I put a link below where Adam Ragusa talks about how good olive oil actually really is, no matter what the smoke point is. So I'll link to that again in case anybody wants to watch that.
Heat, just 2 cups, but again, recipe's always in the description. I'm gonna bring this oil up to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius is on screen. And I'm gonna start by dropping in all my shallots. When I make these kind of oils, I like to cook all the aromatics separately so I can get them exactly where I want them to be. And make sure you have a pot with a little strainer over the top. You'll see why in a second. And you see, when they're nice and golden brown like this, it's been...
So when he said the long version, he really meant it.
About 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and just dump them off. That's why I had that bowl and strainer ready. And then just go ahead and dump those into the jar. Now just place the pot that has the oil in it back on the burner and bring it back up to about 300 degrees this time, a little bit less aggressive. When that's up to temp, we're gonna drop in the garlic this time. Again, there's a lot of different ways you could make this oil. If you wanna try to time everything and do it all in one pot, you can. It's just harder to pull off, man. With the garlic here, I want it just lightly golden brown, not totally deep golden, just like that, about 3 minutes. Dump it. Dump it. Again, the original pot that had the oil in it, strainer on top. You're just going back and forth. It's very simple. Just like the shallots, get that garlic in the jar. Now, before we finish this off, we're gonna add a few more things. One is this Chinese black vinegar. That's definitely gonna help preserve it a little bit so it lasts longer, although it will last a long time even without it. And this next ingredient, a lot of people don't even put this. You really don't have to. It's not traditional, I don't think, but I'm putting just a little bit of soy sauce. And with the ginger, we're gonna go for that same temperature as the garlic, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Drop it all in. Just 1:30 for the ginger. When it's lightly golden brown, just dump all that hot oil into your jar and watch as the magic unfolds. At this point, I'm gonna give it all a really good stir once that oil has settled a little bit. As far as storage goes, I like to keep mine in the fridge and it will literally last for months. A lot of people will actually keep it outside the fridge in the pantry.
I like the pacing of this video. I'm just a little off-topic comment. We're 6 minutes in, but I feel like I've only been watching for like a couple minutes, so that's nice.
If you use it,
that's what I try to do with my videos.
And this definitely isn't just for ramen noodles, any kind of dumpling, anything really, any kind of grilled meat or fish you just want to put it on. I've even had it on salads, sandwiches, the list goes on and on. Just feel free to be creative with it and have fun.
Sure.
Oh my God. It smells like nothing you've ever smelled before in your life. I want to eat it really bad right now, but what am I going to do? Just drink it like a soda? No, I need to let it cool down a little bit and then I'm going to give it a taste. It's also going to pick up a lot of flavor while it's cooling down, so in the meantime, let's make the quick version I promised in the beginning of this video. Starting with some garlic again, we're just going to smash it this time. My favorite way to get into some garlic, then it's incredibly easy to peel. Look at that.
Yep.
Boop. And this time, we're not worrying about any of those nice slices. We're gonna mince it up, but I'm just going like this. In fact, you don't even want slices for this version. I also highly recommend you get one of these dough cutters, not just for dough, for doing this. I'm sure you've seen a professional chef or two talk about those for moving items around on the board, things you've chopped, just indispensable, cheap tool. Link in description. Something just about like this looks fine.
You could use the back of the knife, right?
And get it in a bowl. From here, we're just taking regular old chili flakes, the ones you'll find in any supermarket in America, straight on. How easy is that? A little bit of salt and pepper. Set that aside, and we're gonna take another cup of avocado oil. Again, you could use peanut or another if you like. We'll bring that up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, kill the heat, and just dump that hot oil straight on. Now, of course, you can add any of the items that we used in the last recipe in this one too, but the point is you can take 5 minutes and some simple ingredients and make an oil that you're still really gonna enjoy at home. You wanna add a little sesame, a little soy, a little vinegar, a little spring onion, whatever you want. The point is that garlic, chili, oil, salt, pepper combo, that is your 5-ingredient base. We'll set this aside, let it pick up some flavor. And if for some reason you
what would you add to yours if you were making this, even if you're just making the quick version, like what would you add to yours? Tell me in the comments below, because there, I mean, the options are really unlimited here of incredible additions you can add to this to really brighten up whatever ramen you're going for.
You don't even want to make the easy version of chili oil, then let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Fly by Jing. This definitely isn't one of those condiments that's going to sit in your fridge for months on end without use. And there's a good reason these products are selling out across the country. They truly are delicious. Fly by Jing is on a serious mission to bring premium Chinese flavors to every single table. Today, I wanted to highlight their good on everything trio of sauces, starting with Szechuan Chili Crisp. It's a spicy, crispy, and numbing sauce that will add a balanced heat and a ton of flavor to anything you put it on. Next up, we have their Mala Spice Mix, which is this really unique and potent mix of 11 herbs and spices that adds this instant kind of punch to your food. It's really cool. And last but certainly not least, you have the Zong sauce, which is actually my personal favorite. It's a sweet, tangy, and spicy umami-rich sauce, which just has the perfect balance of flavors, heat, spice, sugar, and salt for me. You can use it as a stir-fry sauce. You can use it on a dumplings. You can put it right on top of grilled protein. Sometimes I'll just take a little lick off the spoon. It's that good. Fly by Jing's products are made from the highest quality ingredients. They're 100% vegan, all natural, and not Fly by Jing now, and I really do Fly by Jing products. But for ramen, I just ditched that packet, boiled my noodles, and then just put a little bit of each of those 3 sauces. A little bit goes a long way. Gave it a mix, and trust me, these are some noodles that are gonna put a smile on your face. Go to flybijing.com or click the link down in the description and use code DUDE15 to save 15%
Use
off
this code
your
if you
order.
want that
Thank you, Fly by Jing, and now back to the video. Here we go. Time to try this with some
using
ramen.
the Shin ramen
Won't be
packet
needing
there.
you today.
See, that's Shin ramen.
Just
that's
cook
the good
it per
stuff.
the package instructions. You don't know better than these ramen companies. You don't know better. Took about 4 minutes for this kind of ramen. Let's put some down in 2 bowls so we can taste both of these. Do as much or as little as you like. It's potent stuff. You don't need too much. Some of our quick version here.
I'm telling you, I love to drop an egg in there. Or you can fry an egg separately and put it on top, because the mixture of egg yolk and ramen is just outstanding. This seems like some music that I would put into a extra
As
point.
BEERGR Foods would say, cheers everybody, let's do it. That
was actually a really good impression.
Of flavors. Ooh, it's kind of spicy. Those Chinese chilies aren't messing around. Damn, that's good. It's actually kind of perfectly seasoned with the salt, MSG, a little bit of that soy sauce. You could add more if you want, but it's honestly just really good like this. Okay, let's try the quick version. Of course, it's not gonna be as good as that crazy stuff. I know what it needs already. It's really not bad at all. I think a lot of you would really like this, even though it's so simple.
Yeah.
Just crying out for a little bit of this. And by the way, I'll put a link to this soy sauce. This is gonna make all other soy sauce taste like shit. It's so good. Just a little splash. Again, you can soup up this base recipe however you want.
It is funny how certain ingredients like that different companies make can change drastically. There was a soy sauce that was given to me as a Christmas present in a little package of other ingredients, and it was from Momofuku. And Momofuku soy sauce, I mean, that destroyed every other soy sauce that I've ever tasted. It's like, without a doubt, that stuff was really good.
But just that is just gonna make all the difference in the world. That did it. It's a lot better. Thanks for watching today, my friends. The recipe for this video will be down in the description, as well as links to a lot of products and kitchen equipment I love to use on my channel and at my house. We also have some sweet merch now available for purchase if you want to help support the channel. And if you want to keep learning today, here are 2 more awesome recipes for home cooks that I know you're going to love. Until
Cool. Okay, there we go. So, what did you guys think? What ingredients would you add to your oils that you're making, or even if you're gonna make just a seasoning packet without the oil? Like if you're just gonna grind up your seasoning like he did, like you could just put your stuff in that and grind it up and just use dry seasonings and make your own little ramen seasoning like that. Now, is it better than like the Shin ramen packet that comes? Now I know for a fact that Shin ramen that he was using comes with 2 packets. It comes with like dried onions and stuff, and then it comes with the seasoning packet, and it's incredible. Like I'm telling you guys, if you've only ever had like the orange ramen that you get at the grocery store for like, you know, a dozen for $1 or whatever they cost now, if you've never had the Shin ramen, I urge you to go and buy some today. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's so worth it. And throw an egg in there at the end of your cook. I'm telling you, you're gonna love that little egg mixture. And it does tone down the spice just a little bit, because that ramen, if you're not ready for it, it'll get you. It's gonna get you. So tell me in the comments, are you a watcher of That Dude Can Cook? I would love to know, and I'd love to know more about the episodes of his that you love to watch. So as always, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.